welcome back to another video with me, Cleopatra. In today's video, we are going to be speaking about the only qualification that you need for you to go out and pursue your dreams, for you to go ahead and launch that dream business, girl, and begin making your own money, for you to go and launch yourself online, launch your voice, launch your value, launch your presence, and begin attracting the opportunities that you want. The only qualification that you need is self trust. There is a frequency in self trust like no other. This frequency is going to be able to help you manifest, is going to be able to help you bring the very thing, the very desires, the very dream that you have into reality. And I'm going to share with you why this is so important. Self trust is just simply magnetic, and you get to muster this self trust. You get to decide to have this self trust. So, if you believe that you need more experience, if you believe that you need more qualifications, if you believe that you need to be prettier, that you need to be smarter, did you need more information, that you need this and you need that, in order for you to begin launching your dream business, for you to begin to put yourself out there, for you to begin getting the dream goals that you want and bringing them into reality, like those things are important, but they're not the qualification that you need. The qualification that you need, and this is by far the number one qualification that you need, and that is self-trust. So I'm going to share with you some of my personal experience and how I utilize self-trust to go ahead and launch my online business, to launch this current dream business that I'm in right now, and how I was able to even make my first business, a multiple 5-figure business, by simply just learning to trust myself. So when I first started my first business, my first online business, I had a little bit of money, right? So if you're thinking you need a lot of money, you don't. I had a little bit of money. I had very little business knowledge, very little. I actually didn't even know entrepreneurship existed whatsoever. The only business experience I had was in network marketing, where I began to work 100% commission and began making my own money and recruiting and things like that. Right. And so that is the experience that I had. I had very little. However, the only thing I had was a simple desire. And that desire was to make my own money so that I can be at home and be able to be home with my daughter when she started school. This is my first business. And because I had that desire, I had to trust myself. So this is the process that went. So the first thing that I did in order to build that self-trust is I simply just decided there is nothing that you cannot do once you make a decision. Once you decide to go ahead and trust yourself, to trust that this is possible for you, to decide that you are going to take the leap, you are going to take the risk, you are going to bet on yourself. When you can decide that, again, there is a frequency that happens that moves you closer to the thing that you want. It actually instills a level of confidence in you because you're just simply deciding. So once you decide, you cut off opportunities of self-doubt. Even though self-doubt can probably creep in here and there because it happens, right? We all have a battlefield in our mind of, mistakes and things that happen. But when you decide to trust yourself, you are simply saying, I choose to trust myself and I'm unavailable for self-doubt. Okay, so just decide. Now, the second thing that it did, and this is what helped me decide. And this is what some things that I want to encourage you to do yourself, because you have it. You have all the goods in you that you are just unaware of at this moment. So, what I decided to do is to look at previous living proof. Living proof is something that I consider to be a powerful tool in being able for you to activate confidence. We give ourselves living proof of things that are possible, right? Through belief plus action. But before I started my business, I had no living proof that I can have a business, no living proof whatsoever. So, you may also be in a position where you want to launch your dream business, you want to pursue a dream goal, you want to do this and do that, but you have no living proof that it is possible for you. You have no living proof that because you have never done it, right? You have no living proof because you've never actually done it. So, I took previous living proof, right? So, the simplest living proof of, okay, well, I worked 100% commission. If I can do that, then I can absolutely make my own money. I can absolutely live off making my own money. That was one of the proofs that I gave myself. Another living proof is like, okay, I'm smart, right? I'm a pretty intelligent woman. If I can learn a lot of the nonsense that I learned in school, I graduated college, I did all these things. If I did this, then I can absolutely learn how to build a business. We have Google, we have YouTube at this time. And so if I can learn this, then I can absolutely learn how to do this. I can just follow the process, right? I learned quickly. So if I can learn quickly, then I can learn what sells quickly, what doesn't sell. I have experience with being able to pivot when something isn't working and just making it work in my favor. Right? So I took all the living proofs, all the things that I considered what can help me launch my business at the time. I took all of that and I said, okay, well, if I can do that, then I can definitely do this, right? And so, what's in your inventory, right? What is in your inventory? If you did this, then absolutely you can do this. Why not? If you trusted yourself enough to learn how to drive, why can't you trust yourself enough to start a business, right? If you trust yourself enough to get a job, why can't you trust yourself enough to learn how to make money, to learn how to do anything, right? Everything is a learning process. Everything is a learning process. It's just a little bit scarier because it's a little bit bolder. It's a little bit more uncomfortable because you have to make shifts within yourself. This is why it gets scary. But that is the price of admission. It is the price of you quantum leaping into the next level version of yourself that is available to you. It's available to you, it's available for you, and it's waiting for you to take hold of the dream. It is waiting for you to take hold of the vision. If you're waiting for confidence to just happen, it is not going to happen. You can absolutely decide, you know what? I'm a confident person. I decide that I get to trust myself, period. You can absolutely decide that. You can absolutely muster up that belief. But action, living proof is what gets to affirm that new belief that you are ingraining in yourself. It gets to reaffirm this new belief. So, living proof. Okay, so the next portion of living proof and getting that self-trust is to actually get in the game, right? So we decided is, okay, I decide to trust myself. Okay, great. What helped me decide to trust myself is looking at the living proof that I had in the past. So I looked at the living proof. Okay, great. I trust myself. Great. Now we got to get the living proof in the future. How do you build this living proof? You actually have to get in a game. Okay, so if you're waiting to get started, it's not going to come to you. You have to get in a game. This business that you desire to have, you have to get in a game. The opportunities that you want to attract, you have to get in a game. You have to get in a game. It is waiting for you. If you feel restless, if you are stuck in comparison, if you are jealous, watching other people doing the very thing that you desire to do, it is telling you you have to get in the game. This is how you will build living proof continuously and continuously and continuously, is by deciding to trust yourself. You look at the previous living proofs that you gave yourself and you decide to trust yourself again. Let that instill even more confidence in you. And then you go ahead and give yourself more living proof, right? This is the power of self-trust. Self-trust is something you decide. Self-trust is something that you continue to give. You continue to give yourself time and time and time and time again. There is power in self-trust. Self-trust moves because when you have self-trust, you are actually giving yourself permission. This is how opportunities open up. This is how things open up, is when you get to say yes to yourself before anything else can say yes to you. You are saying yes to yourself. When you can say yes to you, then everything else gets the opportunity to say yes to you as well. And so, if you are ready to begin giving yourself a living proof, you're ready to launch your dream business, you want to go ahead and bet on yourself, I just created a new offer. It is called Pretty, Purposeful, and Paid. So this is my 12-week one-on-one offer for you to launch your dream business with confidence. Let me go ahead and get the details about what you're going to do. So inside of this program, you are going to elevate your self-image, step into your boss babe identity, create a business that aligns with your purpose, and you learn how to show up, be seen, and get paid. Okay, so this is how I've built a multiple, let me go back to the video. So this is how I've built a multiple 5-figure business, right? You get to do the same for yourself. It's simply by learning to trust yourself. And if you have desire, it is there for a reason. It is there for a reason, ladies. And so that is one of my offers for you. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the description box if you are ready to start your dream business and launch it with confidence, because it's available to you. And so I have other offers that you can absolutely take advantage of. One, if you're just ready to just become the woman that owns what she wants unapologetically, I have a course. It's about you just activating that identity. Is a confidence transformation course that you can absolutely go ahead and grab for you to just get started. And then I also have my Queen's Launch, where you get to launch yourself online with confidence. And so if you have the desire to begin just stepping into visibility with confidence, build your personal brand, rebrand yourself, and create a public image that positions you for, attracting opportunities, creating income on your own terms, then this program will be for you as well. So it's called Queen Launch. This is where you launch yourself online with confidence. And so all of those offers, I'm going to go ahead and leave in the description box for you if you would like to go ahead and take advantage of it. Ladies, if this video resonated with you, then I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know maybe what areas that you would like to grow in. I would love to hear it and see what else I can, support you in. And so other than that, this is it for today's video. I will see you in the next video. Bye.